I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school.
She doesn't even go here.
Okay, go home.
Oh my god, it's a dream come true diving into a big pool of boys. Oh god, I'm sorry, Anna. I really don't know why I did that. It's most probably I'm guessing I have a big lesbian crush on you. Suck on that.
Hi guys, welcome back to our
Slumber Party. I'm Anastasia.
I'm Della Rose.
I'm Ariana Conda.
I'm Farah Shamrock.
And I'm Vanna Miss Joaquim, and we're the most controversial
House of Miss Joaquim.
What's up?
So before we begin, don't forget to
like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification button.
So what are we going to talk about today? What is that on the board? So sad,
I know, the saddest thing we can see
So
today.
The hard truth.
Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about gay stereotypes and assumptions. So we're gonna get a bit of a bit deep, but we're gonna share the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, so
handle the truth. So the truth for today is that everyone is using real human hair.
Anastasia is just a compulsive liar.
She got the budget.
My real hairline, babe.
This is a real hairline. I'm pretty sure your hairline is not that low.
I forgot to come up with a comeback for the hairline.
You never can come back.
Okay, take two. Never can come back.
Too early for this. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with how straight people and their assumptions with us.
And gay people or drag queens or
Like
just
straight
everyone.
Just us,
assumptions.
like gay people, all the LGBT
Straight
people.
assumptions
Yeah.
towards LGBT people.
Yes, correct. So I got some hot tea to spill early this
Early
morning.
morning drink tea, no.
Exactly.
I like to drink kopi. Kopi O.
Can
No, you are the nyonya drink beer.
Husband, auntie.
Husband
like dancing.
Don't need the pouch, My tummy is the pouch.
Okay. So
yeah.
few days ago on one of my social medias. So
Which one?
One of it, I was attacked for being a non-binary person. So this guy randomly texted me saying, if you want to be a cross-dresser, if you do not want to be seen as something sexual, stop being a cross-dresser.
Oh my god. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so
What has that got to do with anything?
Exactly.
So in my profile, I put that I'm a non-binary. I put there that I'm not into sexual things. Like, I'm just there to meet people. So this person, texted me saying that if you don't want to be seen as sexual, don't be a crossdresser.
yeah.
So what? They assume just because you're
I'm
gay
a
or
cross-dresser,
transgender that you're sexual.
Then I'm sexual.
You're a sexual person.
I'm there for
Yeah.
just sex,
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the assumptions a lot of straight people have, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure all of
Our
us had our
community,
story.
yeah.
correct.
I mean,
Like
we all
they
have
think
sim-
first thing gay, then you're like, oh, you guys are into sex.
Yeah.
Into dicks only.
So he said a few remarks which really disturbed me the whole day at work. He said that non-binary, what a stupid thinking. Like, can you tell me if you are a boy, can you join Girl Scouts? If you are caught into prison, you won't go into the women's prison, you go to a men's prison. So he started to say all these kind of things.
But like
to-
for what?
I don't know. It was just randomly. The first comment
No
was
assalamualaikum or anything.
nothing. Don't have.
You know, to me, because these are the kind of people that are only brave and they have the balls to do it because they're just behind the screen.
Yeah, they're behind the
If
screen.
if they're in person, I don't think they can actually do that.
Exactly.
I don't think they have the balls to do
I think we
that.
spoke about this on our haters episode, right?
Yeah.
About people who is behind the screens.
Yeah,
And then they
Yeah.
troll accounts and like basically people who Singaporeans will call it keyboard warriors. Yeah, they just feel they're doing something right for the community or just for themselves.
Yeah.
And just because they're behind the screen, they are more bold, and they fail to realize this. Like they hold no power to it.
Yeah, and I hope you guys don't have kids because your kids might turn out to be like one of us. And oh my god, like bless your child, like hopefully he.
God bless.
But can I know how do you feel when that happened though?
No, because throughout my whole life, people have been saying like, oh, gay and everything towards my face. So I'm immune to it already. But the point that hit me, he said that, what a sorry excuse for being a human being. People like you should just go and die. And God don't love you. So you don't expect him to like,
But who
accept
is
you.
he to judge?
Exactly.
Who gave him the right to judge?
Exactly.
Yeah, if he believes in religion and everything like that, I don't think our religion actually preach us or make us hate somebody else just because that person is different.
Because if you want to advise me, like based on religion, like I know that in religion, we are doing something wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But that's not how you should come about and advise me.
Yeah.
The more you push someone down, the more we want to do it. If you want to advise me saying that, oh, okay, I understand that you are being like this, but it's wrong. I hope God gives you the light one day. Thank you.
Yeah,
I would
basically-
accept
that's
that.
the right way to do it.
A more softer and calmer approach, a subtle approach.
Correct.
So basically, like, I mean, since we're talking about assumptions, so they, like, from then, we assume, we think, we have the assumption whereby straight people assume that we are sexual beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just because we are drag queens or cross-dresser, we are going against certain things that they may not understand, and they just assume that they straight go to the negative side of it.
Humans being humans, like whatever they don't understand, they just assume.
Yeah.
I think one thing about us is that our branding, most of our branding is like the more sexual aspect, like BDSM and like more sexier feel, but we are not. That's just our performance and our aesthetic, but that's not us. So they think like, oh, she's wearing like skimpy and she's performing like sexy on stage. I can go up and touch her like at the bar or at the club. And then when we react, then they're like, what? Like, didn't you just like act that way on stage? So why are you acting this way off stage?
Yeah.
And they don't understand that this is a persona we put out, a character that we play.
I think they just don't understand that is a performance. This is real life.
Correct.
They
In
don't
the
know
end
how
of the day,
to
off the
separate
stage,
that.
we are human beings.
Yeah.
They don't know how to respect us as humans. Basically, like easier said, like they
Did
don't know how
something
to
happen
respect
to
us
you
as
before?
humans.
Thereby, like, straight people just assume that, just because you're in drag, they can just anyhow touch you.
I think the one that I remember the most was my last performance at I was performing from the toilet and then I was going to the stage. Then as I walked, a man grabbed me, like he started to hug me, and then I just played along at first because I cannot at that, like on the spot like react what.
Yeah.
I realized he didn't let go, and he was like really holding on very tight. I had to push. I forgot what I did. Whether I elbowed him or I pushed, and then Ali came. So I passed Ali. I saw Ali's face like ready to go. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe. One more is girls at tantric. They like to just oh my god, I love you, or like they
So
start
people
touching.
think that it's only straight guys. No, straight girls too.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I have that kind of the same experience in a lot of times, especially like bachelorette parties.
Oh my god.
As much as we love the girls out there, but I mean, some of them can be really disrespectful. I know you're coming to a gay bar,
They feel safe.
and they feel safe, but at the same time, you're just taking advantage of the whole
Making us
situation.
feel unsafe.
yeah.
And it's like, there's this girl that came up to me and touched me inappropriately, like touched my breast, like just squeeze it, and it's like, I'm like, what the are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, seriously, you don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, she was like, oh, if let's say if it's a handsome guy, a good-looking guy, you wouldn't mind. I'm like, no, of course I would mind. It's really disrespectful.
You don't do that to anyone at all.
Like, maybe to some people, like, I shouldn't overreact, but at the same time, it just caught you off guard, and it's like,
Correct.
I wasn't in the mood for it, like, as much as I want to play along, but damn, you guys can feel my anger right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like some people like they forget different people have different comfort levels.
Yeah.
Like because some of them are okay with being touched, they assume that everybody is okay with it.
Yeah.
Like if they say like if a guy touch you, then would they be okay coming to a gay bar and then guys randomly just touching their boobs?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the exact same thing, what?
So it's just like, I don't care whether it's a gay guy, whether it's a Johnny Depp touching my boobs like that. I'll be pissed.
What if it's Odell Beckham,
Who's that?
Who's that?
the football player?
The son.
Fadi Ahmad.
it doesn't matter, you just have to respect another person. Just don't do that. It's just
And then the worst
disrespectful.
one is like what you say, if they caught you off guard on the wrong timing,
Yeah.
wrong day,
Yeah.
and then you react like,
and
and then they call you a bitch, they call you like, wow, what a drama queen.
and after that, it's like, drag queens are always overreacting and very dramatic.
Because you squeeze our breasts in the middle of
Exactly.
our shift.
And some of them even grow.
We are
That's the
working,
worst
yeah.
part. Because like
Oh my
grow,
God,
they
yes.
assume,
Oh, yes,
they will
yes,
check.
yes.
They
Oh
will-
They were
God.
literally pet like Assalamualaikum, like, is it there?
I remember this very well. There's this guy who he's a straight guy. He's not gay. He grabbed me by my crotch, and it's oh my god, it was really painful. Like I could feel that he was like crunching my balls.
Oh my god.
It was that. Yeah, just to check. Oh, I just want to check whether it's there.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh my god, this
Who
is
does
really
that, you know?
up. This is really messed up. Yeah, it's really disrespectful. I slapped his face. My hand just flew at his face because these are the kind of people that come to the bar and drag queens around. Just respect. Yeah, you gotta educate yourself. Just respect.
We're not sexual beings, nor are we sexual objects,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as much as we're putting on a character being a certain way, we are still human beings.
Yes,
So, in a way,
correct.
I just feel that there are boundaries set. You don't, just because we're wearing a certain get-up, you feel that you're entitled, or you feel that you have the right, or you just feel that, we're just here to have a good time. So, if you dare to do it on the drag queen, you better then if your best friend kena, you better be okay with it.
Exactly. So don't be like,
So if you don't want people to do it to you, then don't do it to another person. And just
Correct.
because we look like clowns, not me.
Not me.
Not me, I'm beautiful.
One thing straight people forget is that, first of all, we are of the minority human race. This is our safe space.
Yeah.
But what happens outside, not say I can understand, but of course, things will happen outside. But when you come to our safe space, you cannot act a certain way like, oh yes, queen slay. Boop, boop. Then if I do back at you, don't want I
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah. This is why when people do that to me, I'll tell them or ask them like, would you like it if I do that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I heard you say that a lot of times. In
I did lah.
I
just
hate it whenever I hear you say that.
yeah.
because
When they
I'm like,
when they touch
I'm
me,
ready.
I touch them back. I'm like, do you feel that? Do you feel that? Is it painful? It's painful, right? So don't do that.
I got flashback.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, so it's so intense. We're gonna play game.
Moving on.
So that's been 40 minutes of the video. Thank you. Good night. No, but we started out pretty intense, but just to lighten things up, talking about sexual things, I had this experience whereby girls again. No, I mean I love girls. I look like one.
Stop lying, babe.
No, but I have a lot of, every time I meet straight girls and I tell them I'm gay, they'll be like, oh my god, can you teach me how to suck a guy's?
Oh my god.
Can you teach me the correct position? Teach me some techniques. I'm like, I mean, it's
nice, but technically inappropriate.
Thank you for assuming.
Yeah.
I'm good at it, but
But wait, are they your friends? Your friends?
my friends, my colleagues,
Like
even
close
strangers.
friends?
Not
Strangers.
even, literally colleagues who just met. Oh yeah, I heard you're a drag queen. I saw you. They're like, can you tell me how to suck my boyfriend's? I'm like,
Oh my god.
See, if it was from a close friend, I would understand.
Yeah.
But if it's your colleague, then
but
it's inappropriate
sometimes they
already.
just jump to the conclusion that we're skilled at it.
We are
Thank
open
you.
to
I mean,
talking
thank you
about
for
sex
that
24/7.
compliment.
You just ask them to watch White Chicks lah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Queen Slay.
To me, it's so shallow.
Yeah.
It's very shallow. Just because you think I gay. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to my mind is dicks. I mean,
Unicorn.
It's the second thing, right? It's the second thing.
it's not the first thing, but it's almost the second thing. Sometimes it's the first thing, most of the time. Okay, shit. But no, it's just be more respectful of it and be more smart. Just be a bit more professional about it, lah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure when you meet a stranger, like another girl for the first time, you'll be like,
Strange.
a strange girl.
Yeah. Hey.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's something with this corner lah.
So it's like, oh my god, I think we should have another podcast just to talk about straight girls' assumptions. Can we?
Let us know if you want to have one episode just for us to talk about straight
Straight
girls.
girls.
I mean, you guys are viewers. I mean, most of the viewers out there are strange girls.
Sorry, babe. We are strange girls. Get your facts right.
I know most of you guys are straight girls watching us. I mean, we're not trying to call you out, but we're gonna call you out. But the things that you guys do make
We're here
this.
to educate.
Yeah, it's so
Education.
hilarious. We're here to
Yes.
educate you the do's and don'ts when you meet.
Because when we go
attractive-
to school, they educate us about straight stuff. So we are here
Here
to
to
educate
educate
you. Because the education system in Singapore failed all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Point blank. Pam, pam, pam.
Okay, so enough of the straight people. You guys have your moment.
We
Shut them off.
We're saying all that doesn't mean we don't like all the
Yeah.
straight people. We have our straight
Yeah.
girls and straight boys who are actually our best friends. So
Yeah, I still
So
love
shout
my
out to you
straight
guys.
boys though. Hi, straight boys.
Straight boys, hi Rhoda.
Straight girls. Hi, Ali.
So I think we as gay people, like, we have issues with straight people, but I think even in our community, we still do have stereotypes within one each other.
Not just the stereotypes of straight people in our own community.
In our own community, surprise!
We have stereotypes of each other.
Yes, surprise! What? So I think like the first thing we do experience is racism between our own LGBT community. Meaning like not say what lah, but some people are more into only Chinese, and like when they meet Malay people.
Why you look at me?
It's a fact, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, that's the thing that I want to understand. Okay, like, you know, when you scroll through Grindr profiles, they will just put no Chinese, no Malays or Indians, then they will just put just a preference. I don't know what you guys feel. Is it racism, or it's because their preference, we have to respect that, and it's okay to think like that?
I think very simple. If you have a body type that you go for, or a race you go for, but you don't have to say that you are not. You can admit that, yes, I'm racist. I don't prefer Malays. I only go for certain race. You don't have to say, oh, it's not racist, it's a preference. It is racist, and
Don't
it
have
is
to
a
be
preference.
defensive lah.
It's fine. It's fine if it's just a preference, but you are racist.
So it's
Just know that
yeah,
you are
it's
racist.
more like for them, it's just they thinking by stating that it's just a preference. It's more like a cop out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
to
okay.
make
Like,
themselves
I'm
feel
safe,
good
I'm
about
safe.
themselves.
Yeah.
That I'm doing nothing wrong. They're afraid to admit the fact that they could be racist. Is that what you're trying to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have, when you say just a preference, not racist, you are being racist. I'm not saying that you're not, but
Do any of you experience this? Like, so far I've never gotten, because I'm not on Grindr that much. Only now.
I never got across.
Actually, I like all men lah. You know.
We know, babe.
we
know.
Be
We've
like
seen
yourself.
all of them.
I mean, we would be lying if we said that we don't have a certain type that we want.
Yes.
But in most cases, for me, I personally, I feel that there's no certain physical type. For me, it's actually how you connect to the person.
Yes,
Yeah,
But
for
if you're
me
not
lah.
interested with that person, you can actually just say nicely, you know. You don't have to say like, oh, I'm not into Malays, don't text me. Like, no,
Okay,
babe,
let's not go far.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our own race, our own community.
Okay.
What do you think of Malay gay guys who specifically don't go for Malay guys? They look at our own race, their own race, as a lower standard. So they're like, SPG. They only go for white men.
White
SPG
man.
means sarung party gays. I mean girls.
Sarong party is, you come in my sarong lah, we party inside later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so what do you think of racism in our own community? Being racist to your own kind?
Like, for
So
me,
basically, we're debating whether preference is being racist or not, because this is what we've been on
Yeah.
from just now.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Like even for the people in our community, like our own race, like so if they only like Angmos, so what is it? Just a preference, or are they just being racist?
To me lah,
No.
what I feel.
I'm just trying to simplify it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, imagine we are at this table in Tantric, and then there's this very cute Malay guy sitting opposite, and then we're like, that one cute.
It's Dahlia.
And then after that, you try to like, strike out a conversation with him, but and then he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't date Malays, I only date Angmos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, I'm trying to understand what is going through their mind, like why.
You need an example of who? Not my friend anymore lah, because you say don't become the friend, so the friend cannot be the friend.
Oh,
And
really? Yeah.
yeah.
You don't know? Have you not seen his?
The last
exes?
was
But why? Like,
they.
I feel like it's some
view
status
Yeah,
thing.
they view it like
Yeah.
a status.
I think
Like if you have a white man in your hands, like, yes.
So if my stepdad white counted not?
If my new dad white counted or not?
No, okay. I think that's when the gay stereotypes happen is because they view in the whole gay community in terms of the different races, in terms of the job profiles, they rank us in terms of social statuses.
I think I know.
Wow.
You
We're
know,
almost time up.
oh, I think why they want to go with like white men is because to them the Malays, like the Malay ones that is in our scene now in the community, looks very bottomish.
So that's
No you see over there.
No,
most
Hey, where
most of the people I know.
I've seen so many about
Wearing
them.
boxers what you mean fam?
This is just an suddenly an idea that came to my mind.
Correct.
Is it because of that?
No, because like I know, like what was I talking? Like because of the fact that I was talking about social statuses, social anesthesias. Yeah, so
Social
like,
enhancement.
even that's why I think where stereotypes come from is because we all view our own race and our own role or our own careers as a certain level of a social status among our own gay community. Like you know, I mean, or we're Malay. Then, or if you're an expat, or even like you're from a foreign, as in you're an Angmo in Singapore, you're of a higher level. I think that's where some people, because I come from the corporate world, so I know, I experience like how they talk to Singaporeans and how they talk to their
got
own
the different
kind,
levels.
the way they talk
Yeah.
and the way they socialize and the way they treat you lah in general. So I just feel that it can relate into the gay community. That's when I think it's sad that they have to view a certain race of a certain social status. You just need to talk to the person.
I think the gay or the LGBT community just have to wake up as well. Like we fight for straight people, and we fight for our own things, and but
We fight with straight people, not for straight people.
Like, I think that's when we need to educate the masses in terms of
Correct.
like
If we want people to support us,
if you really like, I think Tiara said on the very first podcast whereby if you want other people outside our community to support us, you need to support your own community first.
Yes, thank you. Lovely.
You need to, even if you cannot even support, at least learn to appreciate and respect them.
respect.
You don't have to love us. I have more than enough love. You can see from my body. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh,
I'm full of love and lard. But like, I mean, it's not. It's you just have.
In the words of Tiara,
Yeah, she got no words every time like that only, right? Yeah. Okay. So like, I think that's the thing that is very
sorry,
sad.
love your community lah. I love Tiara.
You don't have to love us as individuals, but at least just be respectful.
Yes.
And don't be an ass.
Yeah.
You
And to
know?
me also, like with the profiles on your social apps and stuff like that, you don't have to put your preference, like for goodness sakes. If you don't like that person and that person hit
Just
on
ignore
you,
lah, you know?
just ignore or like say, hey, I'm so sorry, I think like
you're not my preference. You're not my type.
yeah.
But it's nice talking to you,
Just-
and then good luck.
give
or
a
just
nicer
simply
approach.
just block. You don't need to go to the extent of saying
Yeah, if
sorry
you don't
not
have
into
to.
Malay, sorry
Yeah.
not into Pinoy, or whatever your
I
race
mean,
is.
if I were to be that person, like reading like no fat, no Asian, no fam, it's like, then I feel like
You don't belong.
I don't belong in the
Yeah,
community.
correct.
You know? So say, girl,
But
change
then
your
when I come to
mindset.
RuPaul, swear queen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. No, because talking about that also, I had an ex-boyfriend whereby he actually dumped me just because I was a drag queen. Basically, what happened was that the latest one.
Okay, not.
Yeah, so basically what happened was that.
Not
how many times already I say name one time only, right?
No, so basically, like, I was dating him for a few months, and then I was in a competition.
Yeah, and then.
But there's 20 names I need to keep censoring. And she asked me about censorship and names.
All people cannot hear properly.
Sarah!
Wait, I need to tell my story. Okay, but seriously, like, I was actually starting out Drag It Out competition. I was dating this guy, and I did tell myself like, okay, if I make it to the finals, I'm gonna tell him that I'm doing drag and I'm in this competition, and I did.
Yeah.
So I did tell him, and then he said, I don't know whether I can continue this relationship.
No.
Oh, why?
Then I'm like, I just say like, can I know why? I cannot imagine a drag queen me. I'm like, when I sleep with you, do you see me in drag? No.
But that is work, what? Like this.
Yeah,
is,
that's me.
Exactly.
Doing
It's like a
this
uniform.
is just it's an acting job or
Yeah.
so then after that towards he did went there and surprised me to watch it, but the next time we met he actually like we were being intimate. Then he said that I cannot. Why? I feel like I'm making out with you in drag. I'm like,
oh my god, it's just an.
and my mom like thinking like. You like me before I
You
started
want
drag.
or you don't want?
Yeah.
Simple.
So it's like
Nothing to do with
to
the
me
drag
it's a
lah.
stereotype lah. Just because we're drag queens, you
I
cannot.
call it fragile masculinity.
Oh wow.
I
No,
just
but
really
okay, see,
fragile.
this is something that this is a conversation I just had a few days ago with my new manager. Because he found out what I do, like he asked me about it and all. So he just said this. So if you're a drag queen, so I assume you're the one who kena lah. Then I just looked at him. I said,
Sorry, the role again. Who is this person?
my manager.
Manager.
At his new workplace.
Yeah. So I mean, I was not offended because I know he was not exposed
Yeah.
to our scene and anything LGBT. Because he straight up said, I don't know anything about it, so I just want to know lah.
Yeah,
So when he said, I say you'll actually be surprised that not everyone is a bottom. Who's
Not all drag queens are
yeah, not all drag
bottoms.
queens are a bottom. Then it's like, huh, why? Then I'm like, what do you mean by why? Like not everyone like.
Yeah.
it's
Doesn't
the
mean we
same
are
what-
feminine. We are the one.
See, it's this kind of assumptions that
Yes.
Sex is sex.
Yeah.
Work is work.
Work is work.
Yeah, it has nothing to
Work.
do what your role is in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
But I am lah.
most of the drag queens nowadays,
That aside.
they're tops.
They're tops.
I mean, I can.
yes.
Who's the top here? Everybody just raise your hand.
I'm like half lah.
Top
I first-
1. I'm not top 2, top 3, or top 5. I'm top 1.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lovely.
I'm champion lah.
Okay.
Aiyo.
Yes. So yeah.
Okay, so what advice shall we give to the straight people, like moving forward after this whole educational class? Yeah, starting with you.
I think it's what we already mentioned. Some people actually educated enough to actually ask first. Like, is it okay if I touch? Is it okay if I hug you? Like, you know, if they want a picture or what? That's how then just assume that they can hug you, they can kiss you, and they take pictures. But there's a few who actually bother and smart enough to actually just like, is it okay?
Yeah.
Like, can I?
Yeah.
Like, they actually ask for permission. So I think that's very respectful to us. Like, we would appreciate that. Yeah. So in future, like if you do come across, like even if you don't know anything about gays, be mindful of what you want to ask or say. Because
Be sensitive.
yeah, be sensitive.
Yeah. How about you?
I mean, simply said, you just be respectful and understand the fact that we are not an object.
We're not all bottoms.
Yeah, we treat us with respect, and at the end of the day, we are all human beings, despite
Yes.
the things that we do. So be
Despite the
mindful
way
on
we
that.
look.
Yeah, despite the way we look, despite the way we talk, despite the way we walk.
Yeah.
So be respectful.
I think for straight people, they can like, okay, I'm not expecting every straight person to understand
Correct.
or know everything, but especially for those who really love our community, they love say drag queens or they have gay best friends or whatever, they should keep educating themselves. What's right, what's wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
10 years ago it was okay, but now it's not because we finally have a voice. So
Yeah.
we can say groping us is not correct. You cannot touch our hair. You cannot pull us. You cannot ask us for sex advice when you don't know us. That kind.
Yeah.
So it's always good to just stay educated, especially if you love our community. Then we will appreciate you guys more.
Yeah. Lovely.
Lovely.
Speech. So how about to the gay people out there, to our people?
So my advice to you,
What do you mean?
advice to gay people.
Yeah, people. Okay, Rauda.
Advice to gay people.
Yeah, so I think in our own community we have to start to learn to respect one another, and we are just a very small community here in Singapore, so it takes every single one of us to really rally together and love one another before we start to tell people like, hey, why don't you love us, dear straight people? You yourself don't love your own community. So I think it's a bit, what do you call that?
Hypocritical.
Yes, hypocritical. That one lah.
I mean, these are the people like within our own community. Like we go to Pink Dot and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We have to start embracing each other first before we
Correct.
want people to accept us. And
Yes.
I understand with RuPaul's Drag Race and everything like that. And you guys shouldn't really compare us to that, because you guys need to get to know your local queens first before doing that. Yeah, and just if their performance, if like the clubs are open again, like go out and support your local queens out there.
Yes. And I think I hope in the future this Fab Fam thing is just
Stop
a thing of the past.
Just stop it.
Because
Seriously.
it's a bit.
It's 2020 already.
Come on,
it's like, move on. It's like people come now.
Muscle in everything lah.
Yeah, they come in blue color now, purple color now, pink color now. So embrace each other lah.
Then what has that got to do with blue color?
Does that got to do with LGBTQ community?
Yeah, it's like you gotta start embracing each other lah.
Yeah.
Each other differences.
If you don't like someone who is different, then keep the comments to yourself.
Yeah.
And just smile and walk away. We don't need anything negative in this space.
Yeah, and stop having cliques also in the trick. I don't like it. It's like the one
She
that
scold
one
us
group,
for having clique
one
in.
group.
Social distancing, mother.
Yeah,
Can't
then
be
after
helped.
that we walk in and then they're like, stop it lah, girl. This is not primary school already, no.
Secondary school nya. You talking about who? Okay lah. If no more, then what? No more than play game lah.
Okay,
play game.
What game are we playing?
So today we are playing.
Put your finger down. Yeah.
Down and
Okay, so it's very easy. Just put your finger down if you experience a thing.
So 10 fingers is it?
Why you all not talented? I can do both.
Can lah.
I can do both. I
Okay
cannot.
lah.
I like that lah.
Okay lah, lovely. Okay, first question. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
Have you ever been told not into Malays? No, I've never actually.
Don't have to answer. Just put your finger down.
Have you watched Drag Race in the last week?
No. So
Have
gay
you
lah,
ever had
y'all.
a fat hag in your life? Fat hag is like a heterosexual woman who spends a lot of time.
Nadira.
I have. All my girls. And then, have you ever been approached to be someone's final year project?
Girl. FYP
Girl.
project.
FYP.
Can I put like
Stop it, eh?
For free.
For
It's not
free.
For free.
For free.
Oh, this is good exposure for you.
I already exposed myself.
Expose ourselves already.
I exposed on OnlyFans already, yeah.
Expose.
Don't expect. Okay, question 5. Have you ever have a guy told you that I'm okay with gays as long as they don't touch me?
I think yeah.
I'm running out of fingers.
There's only 10 questions. How many fingers do you have?
I just feel, oh my
Am
god.
I gonna say yes to all?
Yeah, me too, babe. I'm
Oh my
level
God, that's
5.
a lot. Okay, so have you ever been told, oh, such a waste, you're gay?
Oh my god, thank you for the compliment.
Sadly no lah. They always say thankfully you are gay lah. You don't disturb my man.
6,
6. Yeah.
Okay,
4.
I left with 5. I still got. Have you ever been asked for sex tips? Yes.
Just yesterday.
Yes.
No lah. Most of my girlfriends are so they all
They were
know
teaching
how
you,
to-
right?
They are the one teaching me how to lah. How to lah.
So the last question is quite deep. Did you say the word slay, work, or yes, please?
Slay Hansi. Slay Hansi. Slay Hansi.
So that's all we have for tonight, Slumber Party. So
Just now we start morning, now become night.
It's 6 a.m. by the way. Understand lah.
As usual.
don't forget to
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification button.
What is this?